Hi guys, it's Phil. Due to a request, I thought I'd have a quick look at this Quest for Ghal Maraz book with you. Sort of a review, but not really a critical one as such, just a, is this worth buying if you're into your Age of Sigmar? So, I'll show you what's inside, what's cool about it, and I'll let you decide for yourself whether you think it's worth the money, because it is an expensive book. But it's a nicely produced one at least. So as you could probably, well, you're probably aware, this is the first book in the Realmgate Wars series. So no doubt there'll be a sequel to this pretty soon, which has got the Archaon stuff going on. So looking at the contents, you've got a few different kind of chapters in there. And it's kind of interesting because you've got it mixed up in there. So you have like a bit of fluff, then a bit of rules, then a bit of fluff, then a bit more rules, and you've got battle plans in there. And it's kind of like you haven't got all the battle plans at the back of the book. It's mixed in. So you read about it and then you get straight into how to recreate the battle, which is cool, but I think it would be kind of nice if they'd been at the back, just for easy reference to find what you're looking for. However, that's a minor little thing. So you get in and it's got the dawn of a new age, and you've got basically setting the scene there. The storm rages on. So I believe this stuff follows on from the events of the mighty battles in the Age of Unending War book. That doesn't really have a specific name. I suppose you'd call it the equivalent of the big rule book. So you've got the details here of Sigmar fighting against the Chaos Guards and the story of how he lost Ghal Maraz. There's a little bit of a kind of setting there with almost like a timeline, but not quite, showing you what's going on. And then how to make your mark in the mortal realms. So this is pretty cool because it's basically how to use the book. So it's got about all the battle plans, how to put an army together, that sort of thing. And then you've got the call to war, which is where it starts telling you what's going on. So this is introducing some of the characters like Vandus. That's the fact that the hammer's disappeared, and the quest begins. So yeah, you've got this kind of thing. It shows you some nice stuff there, like the Crusade, what the organisation of the Stormcasts was. You got these beautiful kind of full-scale, full-page maps of different realms. I mean, this is the realm of metal here, which looks really cool. You got these kind of floating islands. You got these waterfalls of silver. It looks really cool. It lets you kind of imagine what these new realms are like. It's very different to the old world, let's put it that way. So yeah, you've got the tales. So first of all, you've got Into the Shattered City, where they take on some chaos forces there. You've got a nice map. Then you got this, what actually happened during the battle. And then you get into the battle plan that lets you recreate that particular thing. So you've got some specific rules. Every battle plan has ambusher or invader command abilities, depending on what the different roles in the battle are. So each player gets their own unique command ability, which is cool. You get different objectives, you get the map of how to set it up. Sometimes it'll require you to use specific terrain, or it'll have rules that apply to certain pieces of terrain, which is really cool. I mean, I think on this one you can actually summon spirit hosts to kind of come and fight, basically, so that's pretty cool. And you've got the time of war, so this is for rules for fighting in the realm of metal. So you have all the different kind of unique results there, for like you've got your triumph table and all different things going on, which is cool. And it basically continues on telling different battle stories. There's quite a lot of battle plans in there, actually. I mean, just a few pages over, you've got this battle plan, Death at the Dais. So again, you know, we're not very far into the book. This is page 53, and there was already that. A little bit about the Celestial Vindicators chapter, and a painting guide for those. So it's got painting guides as well. Then you go into the kind of the realm of life, where it's Stormcasts versus Nurgle, which is the part that really interests me. So you got some cool battles going on in there, some cool characters as well, and there's a battle plan, Spellbreakers, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to go too much into detail because otherwise GW would probably not want me showing this video off. But yeah, so you've got loads of cool stuff going on. There's another battle plan. And somewhere around here there's a time of war rules for fighting in this realm as well. There's a nice little guide to painting Blight Kings, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of like a few books in one, which I like. It's not just fluff and it's not just rules. It's got something for everyone in this book, I think. So there's another battle plan there, the Battle Against Time. So this one actually uses little bits from the Dreadhold scenery, I believe. Not that I've got any of that, but you can approximate. How to paint some Chaos Warriors. There's another nice map of the Realm of Life there, or some of it anyway. I'm sure there's a lot more of it. Then you got the Battle of Rotwater. I think this one here, after this battle plan, it's got the time of war for Rotwater Blight. Yeah, there we go. So that lets you fight these, and generally if you're using Stormcast, Wood Elves or Nurgle, these are great rules to use because it really emphasises for those particular armies what's going on, and gives each of those armies their own little advantages, which is really cool. You got War in the Hidden Vales, some really nice artwork here. More battle plans. So yeah, that basically goes through. There's another battle plan there. You can see it uses the Chaos Dreadhold again there. And yeah, so then you get to the War Scrolls at the back. So all the major units and factions that are in this book, it provides the War Scrolls. So you can recreate these using the War Scrolls that are in the book. So you got your Lord Celestants, you got your Lord Relictors, Castellants, Judicators, Liberators, all that sort of stuff for the Stormcast. Basically everything but the Liberator Prime, I think, is in here. And then you've got your Mighty Lord of Khorne, all your stuff from like the starter set. And then you've got your Skaven stuff, so you've got your Plague Priest, your Plague Monks, and your Plague Furnace. And even a Vermin Lord Corruptor in there as well. And there's the Glotkin. You got Morbidex Twiceborn. He's the only Magath Lord that's in this particular book, but obviously the rules are the same regardless, so you can easily substitute that out. Lord of Plagues, got Spume, Blight Kings, and Chaos Spawn, and then you get into your battalions. These are interesting. A lot like your formations in 40k. So you take specific units and you get certain benefits. So, for example, this one here is basically the one that you get in the starter set, and it's got the Brothers in Arms ability, which gives +1 to the bravery of any unit from this battalion that is within 6 inches or more, or 6 inches of one or more other units from this battalion. And instead of setting up a unit from this battalion on the battlefield, you can place it to one side, say it's part of your army in the Celestial Realm, and then you can basically set it up in the movement phase, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a deep strike, and then you've got all these other kind of battalions as well for the different armies. So yeah, you've got Khorne, you've got some Nurgly ones, quite a few Nurgle ones actually, and then at the end you've got your rules. So you've got page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. So yeah, and then you've got a little bit telling you all the characters in the book. So that's basically what you get for your, 40 quid, 35 quid, wherever it is. Yeah, I like this book. I think it's pretty good. It's got a lot in there for the players, and a lot in there for those who just want to learn what the fluff is for this new world that's been created. So, you know, it is expensive, and if you've got 35 quid burning a hole in your pocket, you might prefer to buy yourself some models. But what I will say is Age of Sigmar seems to work a lot more fun if you've actually got a battle plan, rather than just a outright kill the opponent one like the ones from the starter set. The game comes into its own when you've got these kind of objectives and special rules going on, because you get a whole new perspective on how the rules work. So yeah, I would recommend this book for anyone who intended to actually play Age of Sigmar on a regular basis. this opens up a range of new possibilities and battle plans for them to play. Having said that, yeah, like I say, it's expensive, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't pick it up. Obviously, each individual, or is it a battle tome for each individual army, will have their own battle plans in there, and all sorts of little gubbins as well. I haven't actually picked up any of those yet. I might pick the Stormcast one up, but I'm not going to make any promises. I'm waiting for a Nurgle one or a Wood Elf one, really. But yeah, that's it. Post down below what you think of this book, whether you think it's worth buying yourself. Are you interested in it, or are you waiting for one that's got more your armies in there? So we might find the next one's got the Everchosen, the Seraphon, and stuff like that in there, rather than this one which has got your Skaven and your Nurgles. So yeah, anyway, yeah, let us know, and I hope you enjoyed this little overview. Thanks for watching. Bye.